Look, I told her she's married to a person. She got a 5-star chef. She just had 3-star taste buds.
But if I have to cook it, I'm very basic and bland because I'm not a big cook. So I'm cooking the same. So he's like, well, if you ain't eating it, why are you feeding it to me?
And welcome back to At the Table with the Herndons. We've been dealing with meal prep, and so we're going to now show you how to do an actual full meal. We've done shakes, we have done snack packs that you can munch on all day long. And so now we're going to get into the actual meat and potatoes, literally. And so what we have here is we're going to make some lemon chicken with rosemary and thyme, and then we're going to make a tabbouleh salad, and we're going to make a balsamic roasted beets with walnuts and goat cheese. Yes. And so we'll go ahead and get started on that. What you want to do is get your pan nice and hot. And while your pan is heating up, you were talking kind of a little bit about, you were talking about your son, that kind of thing. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, he's, my son Elijah, he's 15, and he's on a big health kick right now, because I've done a big health kick. He's 15, the freshman in high school, so of course he sees the other boys, and obviously he sees the girls. One thing that I was telling you guys was that when I noticed that if a parent is not healthy, a lot of times the children are not healthy. Because in homes, children don't necessarily choose what they're going to eat. A lot of times the parents choose for the children. And so I've noticed that if you see a big dad walking around, it's only assumed that the child is going to be, if the dad is out of shape, if the dad is obese, the child is going to be obese. And so one thing that really that I take into account as far as my why I'm doing what I'm doing is my legacy, is Elijah, is my family. Because if I'm healthy, I notice that he tries to be healthy. And the more and more I'm gorging and eating, then it gives him more leverage to use really against me when I'm trying to make sure that he's eating healthy. It's like, well, Dad, you just ate this, and he will say it. He will say it.
That's great accountability.
Yeah, like, Dad, you just had this. Dad, you just had that. How are you going to tell me? And then I want to be like, who are you talking to?
Because kids do what you do. They don't do what you say. They do what you do. And they're watching whether you think they are or not. Even our little 2-year-old, she's watching us and she is mimicking and doing what we're doing. So you're so spot on with that. And it's the ultimate accountability, I feel like, to keep us in check.
It's just important for us. And that's the reason why, we're here, and the reason why we want to be healthier, because we know we want him to be healthy, and even as a family, to be healthy for each other.
Hi, this is Dr. Gene Herndon of Leadership Uncensored, and I want to take a moment to share with you about a weekly cast that we're going to do called M4, or Monday Morning Master's Mind. And it will be a short, powerful, practical leadership insight that you can apply to your ministry, to your business. And our goal and our purpose is to give you the confidence, the clarity, and the tools to help you to lead at the next level. And so what we have done is, if you are interested in that podcast, please sign up on our website. If you go to geneherndon.com, put your information in there. Every Monday morning, you will receive an email that will have the link to that particular broadcast. And I guarantee it'll be a blessing to you, and I guarantee it'll bring value to your ministry and to your business. We understand the challenges that people face when you're a Christian business or in a Christian ministry. And so we want to make sure that we're providing the best help that we can to be a blessing to you. Until we see you, God bless you, and we'll see you on the other side. I was at a hotel. We were at a hotel one time, and we saw this lady, and she had this little baby. and the baby could barely walk. And I mean, the baby, remember? The baby was huge. And we were like, that's child abuse. I mean, there's a point where you're making decisions for that child's future, and you are pretty much guaranteeing diabetes at a young age, heart disease at a young age. I mean, we are just so responsible, to train people up and to demonstrate by our behavior, you know what I mean? So here's what we got. Our pan should be nice and hot. We've got about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. And so what you want to do is, with the olive oil, you want to get it in the pan and get it to start heating up. And I love garlic. So normally, I think people probably use about half this amount, but because I love garlic, this is a whole head of garlic, and it's minced up, and you just want to throw that in there. That's my specialty. And I've got about a tablespoon of thyme and a tablespoon of rosemary, and you just want to throw that right into your oil. And what you'll do is, what you're trying to do is infuse the oil with those flavors. So I just turned the heat off, because all you want to do is to have the oil pick up the flavors of those. And I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil. And as it bubbles like that, it's going to infuse, and you're going to get this wonderful garlicky. And then this is lemon zest, a tablespoon of lemon zest. Throw that in there. And then this is about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And pass me the wine. And as I mentioned to you, I don't drink wine, but I will cook with it. And so I find whatever the cheapest thing is, and what you'll find is the alcohol will cook off. And
it smells really good.
This is so simple, right? Because you need salt and pepper. You need about a teaspoon of pepper and a full teaspoon of salt. And then what you'll do is you'll take your chicken thighs. There's 10 chicken thighs here. And you want to give me tongs, please? And pepper and house seasoning. Thanks.
Are you using regular salt, Himalayan salt?
I use sea salt, or kosher salt.
Kosher salt, okay.
And our house seasoning. If you want the recipe for our house seasoning, or if you want the recipes for any of this stuff, you can go on our website and make a request, and we will send you the recipe for our house seasoning and stuff like that. I never give away my full recipe because there's certain things that I have to keep to myself. No, I'm kidding. We do. We put the whole.
He's not kidding. Well, let's say it this way. That whole recipe is on the website, but in regards to recipes, yes, he's even held out on me. I'm like, this doesn't taste like the recipe that you gave me. Like, something's missing. It doesn't taste as good as yours. He's like, I guess you just did something wrong. Oh, wow. And then later he'll say, oh, I forgot to tell you about this.
I don't know where y'all get your chicken from, but where I get mine from, they don't come seasoned. So you just throw your chicken into your pan, and you want to organize them around so that they all fit in one layer. And look how simple and easy this is.
And you can do chicken breast if you want instead of thighs.
If you do chicken breast, I would leave the skin on and put them face up, because chicken breasts tend to dry out, and so leaving the skin on makes all the difference, right? And so what you do is you take your lemon and you just nestle those in there ever so snug, and I can open that for you. And you just sit them in there like that, right? And that's it.
Hey y'all, it's Shayna from At the Tables with the Herndons. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning into our episodes. I pray that you guys are really enjoying this special episode that we're sharing on health and fitness and just living a healthy lifestyle. This is not for people that may be overweight or people that struggle with food. This is for everybody. And this is about living a healthy lifestyle. It's not about losing weight per se. You can be a skinny person and still be able to live a healthy lifestyle and to apply a lot of the things that we're sharing with you. So we want to engage you and have you be a part of this movement with us. What we want to do is, as you guys are meal prepping, or maybe you're at the gym working out, or just doing something that you enjoy, we want you to take pictures and we want you to tag the At the Table with the Herndons Facebook page and then hashtag Snatch It Back. And really what hashtag Snatch It Back means is we're just going to take responsibility and be accountable for our life, and knowing that we're not going to allow food to rule us, we're not going to allow bad behaviors to rule us and take over our lives, and that we truly are not a victim in this. Snatch It Back is all about bringing yourself back centered, being able to be in a place where you can do the things that God has called you to do and to run the race that He set before you, whether you're a Christian business owner or you're a senior pastor, or maybe you go to church and maybe you're a full-time mom. And so we all have the ability to snatch it back and to bring our lives back to where it needs to be, so that we can truly be at a place where we're available and ready to do kingdom business. So once again, just share your pictures, share your comments. If there's anything that you want to know or any questions that you have, you can just drop it below this video. And we're just so blessed to have you be a part of this journey with us as we move forward in our health journey. We just pray and wish you the best. And from our table to yours, we will see you next time. Stay tuned for future episodes. We love you and God bless.
So how long are you gonna leave that in there?
About 50 minutes at 400.
Oh, wow.
And so what we're gonna do next is we have some beets that we have already chopped up, and I don't like my hands to get stained from the beets. It doesn't come out real well, and so what I will do is use a glove. So I'll just slice it down.
So we try to find dishes like these that will go into the oven and cook itself basically. Like it took him 10 minutes to prep the chicken, and it's gonna cook for 50 minutes, but it's not you actually in the kitchen cooking for 50 minutes, if that makes sense. So when you do things like that, it makes it easier. So we try to do things that, have to be baked or roasted and, that type of thing, just to make it a little bit easier.
So you're gonna just take your beets and put them into a aluminum foil, and you're going to salt and pepper, a little bit of olive oil across the top. And wrap this up in your foil, just like that. And these are going to take about the same amount of time as the chicken. So you just let them both go, set a timer, 50 minutes. I check it at about 45 minutes. Internal temperature, I use instant read thermometer, stick it in. You want it to be around 165. Dark meat, I personally prefer to go up to 170. But if I was cooking white meat, I would cook it to about 160, 162, and let it carry over to 165, because white meat gets dry real fast. But dark meat, I kind of like a higher temperature on it. And of course, with the beets, you just want to test it with a knife. And if the knife goes through very easily without very low resistance, then the beets are done, and you just pull everything out. Okay. All right. We would love for you to leave some comments, likes, shares. If you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below the videos. We'd love to interact with you. If you want any copies of our recipes, just ask. Anything you need from us, we're more than happy to be a blessing to you. Please make sure that you support all that we're trying to do, because it's not easy doing what we do. And so when we see likes and we see shares, it sends us a signal, tells us that you like what we're doing and that you want more of it.
We want to know some of the things that you guys are dealing with and the things that you would like us to talk about, you know, whether it's different subjects or even foods that you would like to see on the show. So we love you guys from our table to yours. We will see you next time, and God bless.
This is different for me because I just don't try anything.
I know, you're very reserved.
If it's not a breaded chicken finger, I'm not
like
trying
when we
it.
go out to eat and stuff like that, you guys are like, well, what do you want to eat? We're like, you guys choose, you know, because we're kind of adventurous and we know Pastor Sharonda's just not.
picky.
Yeah.